Life. This world. Life is so much easier, right? Can anyone finish this statement? Life is easier when. Go ahead, write it down. And I'm going to show you when life is so easier and how to make your life easier. If our lives are easier, right? We get what we want. So, life is easier. I already know. Some of you, life is easier when I win the lottery, Mark. Life is easier when my business starts making 6 figures. Life is easier when I have more energy. Life is easier when I feel more happy. Right? That's when life is easier. I'm going to help you to make your life easier right now. I'm going to share with you groundbreaking, simple things that can enhance your life. So here it is. Life is easier when you don't need anything. Am I lying? What makes life hard? Needing things. We need money to survive. We need food. We need shelter, right? All these things our brain and our minds put as survival, so we need it. But what if there's a way that I could trick my brain? Is it possible for me to say this? Listen, can I say this? Why is life so easier now that I don't need anything and now I have everything I desire? Let me repeat that again, because it's profound. What if I say this question every day? Life is so much easier. Why is life so much easier now that I don't need anything because I already have everything I desire? Why is life so much easier now because I don't need anything because I now have everything I desire? What if I say that question a few times during the day? Or what if I just say, life is so much easier now because I don't need anything. I already have everything. How about that one? Can it be so simple? Can it be true? People, tribe, chosen ones. Big yes. You see, guys, we have been really duped about how our mind works. You see, we have been implanted with this fake reality of how the brain and the mind operates. We have been put in structure, in linearity. We have been put in reasons, qualifications. In other words, guys, the way we were designed, it's not working the way we are supposed to work. In other words, what we're doing, we're going against the grain of what we truly are. And what we truly are is, when we say it, it becomes reality. When we feel it, it becomes reality. But even more important is, this is more powerful. Anytime we question the universe answers our questions with physical experience. They didn't teach you that. You have to play a game with the universe. The universe loves to play games. It is all a game to the multiverse. No matter how serious you look your life is, to the universe, to the multiverse, it's a dot. It's irrelevant. It's just fading. We can be in condition to put emphasis, importance on things that aren't really important. People, to be honest with you, nothing is important. Did you know death isn't even important? Did you know life isn't even important? But Mark, wait a minute, Mark. Wait, stop, Mark. What do you mean? You can't say that. Life and death. Come on, man. Well, listen. Life and death are not important because they are infinite existence. They can't be gone. They're always here, forever and ever and ever. Your consciousness, the thing that makes you become aware of life and death, that thing cannot cease to exist. the mechanism, the machine can cease to exist. The meat suit that we have wearing right now, that ceases to exist. The hardware, the wiring, if there's no power to it, it ceases to exist. But where the power source cannot cease to exist, it have to go on. So this has been groundbreaking for me, guys. If you want to know why is Mark always so consistent, why is Mark so motivational, why is Mark, because Mark have a mindset to know that life is easier when I don't need anything. And when I tell the universe that, the universe says, yeah, you're right, you don't need anything because you already have everything. The universe works in tandem with my subconscious mind, not my logical mind. See, if I say life is easier because I don't need anything, my conscious mind says, buddy, you're totally wrong. We got to get more money, you got a lot of stuff, you got food, you got people to help, you got da-da-da-da. But when I say why is life so easier? Or why is my life so easy? Because I don't need anything, because I already have everything I desire. The subconscious mind doesn't see it like that. The subconscious says, yeah, the reason why your life is easy and you don't need nothing, because everything is presented to you already, Mark. Go choose. And it's for you guys. Go choose the life you want to experience. That mindset right there will free you, and it will enhance your manifestations to 100%. You see, guys, I have to be real with you, all right? There's a lot, I do a lot of teaching, and I put a lot of content out for you guys to help you guys. And there's a lot of teachers that do it too. And yes, there's techniques and system and method, but I have to share something with you that's is the truth. And I just can't hold it. I got to let you know. Manifestation is really, really very simple. If you want to make everything work, it's about adopting a state of mind. You don't have to be doing all these routines and rituals. You know, there's people who do routines and rituals and they don't manifest. There's people who don't do a lot of routines and rituals and they seem to manifest. You know why it is? Because somewhere they accidentally developed the state of mind, or they were aware and keen to develop, and it's a state of being. And the perfect state of being, guys, for you to get everything in your life is to remember that not needing anything will automatically give you everything. People don't get that. It doesn't make logical sense, and we move away from that. But it is a fact according to how your brain and the universe work, man. Yes, so the issue is, as Dope says, okay, how do you maintain that state of mind in hard times? By repetition and awareness. So whenever you're going through hard times and you're in it, just go in the back of your mind and say your mantra. You gotta call your name. You gotta say, John, Dupe, remember, my life is easier because I don't need anything and I already have everything. And then follow it up with a question, even more powerful. Why is my life so much more easier now that I don't need anything, because I already have everything I desire? Your tough times will start to turn into great times. And it can, and I'll prove it to you. The next thing, guys, the next thing about the multiverse universe, you have to remember, change is instant. It is instant. This is the next thing we've been tricked about. It have to take a certain amount of time. No, that's not time. It have to take a certain amount of energy to line up. The manifestation is already instant. The things you want and I want are already here for us. They're just out of our perceptual lenses of our eyes. They are standing, not only they're next to me right now, they are flowing through me right now. The money you want, your lottery winning ticket, that 5 numbers, the 6 jackpot numbers, the scratch off ticket, the one you want, it is flowing through you right now as I speak. But it is just out of our perceptual lenses. It's in what we call a quantum form. It's in a place called superposition. When it's in superposition, it's in all possible outcomes. You got it? See how that works? So that win, that success, it's already there. So let me show you how to play a game with the universe and how the universe is going to make you very successful. All right, so we're going to play some games because the universe is a game. It's like a simulation. It's a hologram. And if you play game recognize game, and when you play games, what happens? You become fun, you become relaxed. And I had to tell you this, life is just a game. So here's the first game. All of you want this game. It's the lottery game. So Mark, how do you win the lottery? What's the secret to winning the lottery? Da 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 da. Guys, I play games with the universe all the time. That's, you know, when I won the Fantasy 5, I bought my dream car and I won those pick 4, pick 5 numbers, pick scratch off, win da 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 da. I just kept playing games with the universe. And here's the game I usually play. When I have my tickets, I would always say, man, I wonder what it would look like when I check these tickets in a couple weeks and I'm going to Tallahassee. That's where you're going to get the big money. I wonder what it would look like when one of these scratch-offs give me like $5,000, man. How would it make me feel to just get up tomorrow and just have $10,000 in my bank account from one of my wins? See that? Isn't that fun? Just to know that tonight you can go to sleep and tomorrow you can wake up and you could be a millionaire or a billionaire. It can happen for anybody. Tonight you go to sleep, tomorrow you wake up, there's an inheritance. Tonight you go to sleep, your business skyrockets. Tonight you go to sleep, tomorrow you wake up, your store, your e-store just blow up. Wouldn't that be so cool to just play that game? You play the game a certain way though. You play the game and like, you say, man, I wonder what it would look like. And you say, man, what if I wake up tomorrow and I'm going to Tallahassee? What if I wake up tomorrow and I got a big winning ticket? Man, how would that make me feel, man? Man, this is so cool. Right now, as I'm going through this tough time, in my stash of my lottery tickets, I haven't checked them for 2 weeks or a month. Man, one of those tickets right now could be my freedom. I could be going through all this stuff, and I'll be in the cat. Where? You see what I'm saying? You guys see how it works? That's the game you play with the universe. Once you play that game, the universe now says, it goes back and says, oh, so this is fun? Okay, remember my friends, the multiverse is a mirror and the real secret is illogical. You see, my subconscious mind loves to play games. That's all it's doing. All of this is a game to it. The Matrix convinced you and I that this is not a game, that this is, they call it life. It's called serious. It's called growing up. No, 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 no. I don't go there. I never grow up. There's nothing to grow up from. Why am I growing up? I don't need, just don't growing up. It's an imagination. It's a fun game. And there's actually science now proving this. Science is now showing that when the body and the mind is more relaxed, and if you see things as fun, your circulatory system improves, cardiovascular, brain health, stress levels. Why is that then? Why is that happening? I'll tell you why. Because you were designed to be in that form. That's your natural form. We weren't designed to be stressors, to always be down and look at life. And the reason why we weren't designed, because you can see it the minute you think about something, your entire body that makes you feel good, your entire body gets back into harmony, man. That's a clue for you to know that life is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be light. It's supposed to be effortless when you're flowing, and it will become effortless. Most people just don't give it a chance, man. You have to give the game a chance to render. You know, when you turn your game console on, the game just doesn't appear. It says load in, but it pops on. That's what you have to, you can't just, okay, I'm gonna play it. Oh, it's loading. Okay. Got that? Let the game load. When the game load, now you can play the game. And I have brilliant news for you. Guys, you are entering a new state. You are now about to shift into something great. Because now this video found you, and if you're privileged to find this or watch this and get this knowledge, I am telling you right now, the next few months are going to totally change your life. Even if you don't believe, if you do believe it or you don't believe it, I'm guarantee you this. If you watch this video, it's going to infect you. How can I know that? Because I have already planted a seed in your subconscious. I told you about a mindset that if Life becomes easy when you don't need anything. I've just implanted it again. When if you don't believe me, you could get off this live. It's already taken infected in your subconscious, because now you're going to start to see trippy things happening. You're going to start to things to show you, and then what's going to happen is now you're going to start to counteract it. So when you're going to say, man, this guy's telling me that life is easy because I don't need anything. Now your subconscious is going to start to show you evidence of why you don't need anything. What's the reason you don't need anything? If you have a lot of money, you say, I'm good, I don't need any more money. You already have it, right? Because you don't need it. So if you don't need anything, your subconscious is saying, okay, this guy don't need it because you have it. But technically you don't have it, right? Because that's what you're saying. I'm trying to convince or trick the universe. So you say, technically, I don't have it. But subconscious says, yeah, you do have it. So here's what happens. The conscious mind comes online and looks around and says, hey, man, hey, Mark, I got to tell you something. I don't know what you're doing, brother. I don't know what you're doing, but you're talking some stuff that's not making sense, because you're saying you have it and you don't need it. And I get the feeling, you have a feeling like you have it, man. But, man, I got to tell you, in the physical reality, bro, there's nothing going on here, man. So what's going on? That's when the subconscious mind catches attention and say, oh, so we don't physically have it, but we already have it on a subconscious level. And the subconscious says, oh, all right, conscious mind, I got you. I'm going to make it physical so you can see the proof and experience what you feel. That's how manifesting works, by the way. When things come into physical reality is because the conscious mind now starts to notice it's not there. And the subconscious mind now catches and say, oh, wait a minute. It's here. I just got it in the non-physical. Let me send it into the physical, because the conscious mind doesn't see it. That's how it always works. That's why I told you it takes conscious and subconscious to manifest. Do you see how it works? That's very important. Okay? Very important to remember that. What do you do with lack of money now? You don't focus on the lack of money now. Instead, you focus on the game of what it would look like to have that money. Man, don't do that. Do not look at what you don't have. Play the game. And I wonder what it would look like to just have this money come in my bank account. Hey, universe. Hey, man, what would it look like to have this? What would come into my... Man, you listen, you're going to be surprised. You may get a phone call. You see your Cash App, deposited a check. I'm telling you, because this goes into now why the system can work instantly. I will use a weather pattern or a weather front. If you live in a state or a region where you get cold to warm, so if you're in the United States, let's say Florida, in the time of year, you get cold front. So in about 5 minutes, the temperature will drastically shift. It'll be a cold front. The next hour, you're taking off your jacket. The weather changes. What happened? Did the trees change? Did the building change? The environment changed. It was instant. It felt like it was instant. An hour ago, you were cold. Now the temperature was 82 degrees. Before it was 65 or 55. Within 1 hour span, it changed. That's how manifested. That's why you can go from rags to riches overnight. Tonight, you go to bed sleeping. Tomorrow, you wake up. You check your ticket. You're a millionaire. Tomorrow, you go to sleep. Tomorrow, you get up. You check your e-store. Whoa. Go to sleep. Tomorrow, wake up. You check your trading chart. Whoa. Go to sleep. Tomorrow, wake up. Check your email. Approved. People, because of a mindset. If your mindset is life is easier because I don't need anything, the universe then says, here's everything. That's a secret that they don't teach you. Now you know, go out and make it happen. See you next time.